welcome back to my channel, guys. Really excited to have you guys all here for this training today. So in this video, we'll be talking about things that you should know before starting an SMMA in 2022. So for those of you guys who are new here and new to this channel, I'm Hugo. I own a 6-figure per month SMMA. Started off studying dropshipping in college, on the train, on the way to campus, doing that, studying Facebook ads during class, and then also doing the same thing on the way back home every single day. And now I'm traveling the world. I'm in Orlando, Florida at the moment, spending some time with the girlfriend and really just having a great time overall, and operating an agency fully digitally, and also spending time with the family here. I'm going to be going to New York City mid-September, and that's actually when Wi-Fi Money Masterclass launches. But without further ado, I don't want to talk too much about the masterclass in today's video. Let's dive right in. Things that you should know in SMMA before you start. All right, so the first thing that you guys should be taking into account is outreach. All of you guys who are in the SMMA niche are doing outreach, whether that's cold email, cold calling, LinkedIn prospecting, or Facebook groups. The one thing that you guys should know is that a lot of you guys don't have icebreakers when you're writing your emails, or when you're writing DMs or sliding into people's DMs on LinkedIn or Facebook. We actually have this fully automated. We have a VA, fully writing icebreakers for us, kind of taking a look and diving into their brand, the business owner's brands, e-commerce stores, taking a look at what it's about. Maybe they're doing fundraisers, maybe they support some foundations, they do some charity work, or maybe they just do carbon neutral products. There are a lot of different things and a lot of different variety of brands, and it's really important that you guys address that when you're doing icebreakers for these brands. It makes the business owner feel like you've done your research, you've done your due diligence, and actually put in the work into researching what the brand is about. So when I first started this agency with Adrian as the co-founder, he's the CMO, we actually did the icebreakers ourselves. So I actually had Adrian do them. I found the leads because I was more in tune with what we were looking for in terms of what brands we wanted to work with, and what kind of brand we wanted to build, and position ourselves as an agency which helps this sort of brands. So the icebreakers would go along the line of, hey Michael, what's going on? I see you guys are operating from Birmingham, England, in the UK. I actually visited Birmingham a couple of years back. I really love the whiskey factory you guys have over there. I'd love to talk about how our agency could help you out with Facebook ads side of things. And I see you guys are running Facebook ads, but your creatives are kind of repetitive. You're not cycling in new creatives. Is this worth a talk? Right, so that's something that I would go through in the icebreaker, and then I would pitch the offer. So this leads to my next point, but before that, another thing that you guys should know before starting an SMMA is that you guys need to have some sort of guarantee. It's not a necessity, but I highly recommend including a guarantee in your offer, in your pitch. I really recommend this maybe in the second email, once you've actually established some sort of conversation with the business owner. Michael, for example, you could say something like this. Michael might be asking about how you guys charge, you guys have a guarantee, or how the pricing model works. So what I would say is that, hey Michael, we actually have a guarantee for our Facebook ads, is that we run your ads and we guarantee a 2.5 ROAS for across all campaigns for your Facebook ads marketing strategy. So we either generate you a 2.5 ROAS on your front end Facebook marketing, or we don't get paid at all, or we work for free until we generate you that 2.5 ROAS. Does that sound good? Michael was like, okay, cool. You guys have a pretty solid service. You seem like a really chill dude. You know what you're talking about. You're an expert in your field. I love the guarantee, you guys. When can I start? All right, so that was a 2-call close, and it was a pretty easy, a 4K per month retainer. We generated like a 5 ROAS right off the bat on the testing phase. Currently sitting at a 4 ROAS, so it's pretty profitable at the moment. Things are looking good. And thirdly is that you guys need to speak to high-level problems. So what do I mean by this? So if you speak to business owners who are dealing with high-level problems, and you solve high-level problems, then you get paid for high-level problems, which usually results in 4K, 5K, even 10K per month retainers. That's the kind of client caliber we're working with at the moment for our agency. I've hired a brand consultant, working with them personally, and actually have daily calls with them on how we actually could position our brand, on how we could really improve our brand positioning, and really only work with 10, 20K per month retainers. And that's what we're working on at the moment. At the same time, we're also running a VSL funnel, a paid lead gen funnel, which are bringing in some consistent leads. We're getting around $200 per calls. We're actually paying $200 per call, which is actually going quite well along with our email, with our cold email outreach. We're getting around $100 to $200 per book call for cold email, including all fees. Our VA for icebreakers, our VA for lead scraping. That's around $200 per call. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about, guys, which is outreach. So first of all, speak to high-level problems, solve high-level problems, get paid for high-level problems. Secondly, icebreakers. So you guys need to have an icebreaker. You guys need to have a general offer, which I also talked about just now, and also a guarantee. And also really important that I didn't talk about and didn't mention actually is having a CTA. So on your first email, the first point of contact is you do not pitch a call straight away. A lot of agency owners just run into a conversation saying, oh, this is what we do, right? Free for a call this week at 3 p.m. Okay, so sometimes that works, but it has a really low book call rate. I think, for us, when we started trying that out in January, I was around a 0.5 to 0.8% book call rate. Once we started, being more chill with it, kind of easing our way into the call, saying, hey, Michael, icebreaker, offer, guarantee, and then a CTA. Say, is this something that we could work with, right? Or is this something you might be interested in? Or maybe something like, is this worth a call, right? Something like that, more of a subtle kind of CTA, but really important that you guys do include a CTA, just like anything in e-commerce, even your websites, your funnels always have a CTA, but make sure that it's not a hard CTA. All right. So the second thing that you guys should know when you're building an SMMA is that you guys should have a website. So I don't want you guys to be running into SMMA model thinking that a website is a requirement. It is not. I'm just going to say that straight off the bat. But a website is a great supplement to your outreach. Maybe some clients would love to check out your website. They might have some questions or inquiries prior to hopping on a call with you. They might want to check you out, see what you're made of, see what your agency does, how do you guys serve, how do you guys charge. But having a website is not compulsory, but I really highly recommend that you guys have that just to supplement your outreach. Make sure that you guys are more credible when they maybe ask for it, because there's also a chance that your prospects might ask for your website on the call. And if you guys say that you don't have a website, it might lower your credibility just a bit. But also on the flip side of things, you don't really need a website to start off. All you really need is a Calendly account, a Stripe account to charge people, you invoice them, and then a Zoom account. That's pretty much all you guys need to start off in terms of actually getting your book calls and getting on sales calls. That's a completely different ballpark from all the tools that you need for lead scraping, sending emails, warming up your emails. But yeah, guys, secondly is website. Do make sure that you guys have a website. I highly recommend one, but it's not a prerequisite if you guys are starting off. Don't think that you guys need a lot of these different things or different really fancy tools to start an SMMA. All you really need to do is 3 things: generate sales calls, conduct sales calls, and client delivery. That's the 3 things that you guys need. A website doesn't really fall into these 3, but it does supplement into generating sales calls. So the next thing that you guys should know before starting an SMMA is that you guys need a Calendly account. So a Calendly account is great for getting book calls for your clients. And I actually have this on my website as well, a Calendly booking form. And also when you're sending emails and outreach to business owners, once you decide that, oh hey, I'd love to actually hop on a call with you, Hugo, send me a link to book a call with you. So then you send them a Calendly link and have them book a call with you through there. Also very similar to the website. You guys don't really need a Calendly account. You guys could just send a Zoom meeting invitation to them, but I really highly recommend having a Calendly account just so there's more flexibility in getting those booked times and booked calls. In case, let's say Michael, he's not free on Wednesday at 3 p.m., then he could, reschedule or book a call at maybe 3:30 or 4 p.m. And that really works really well seamlessly through Calendly. So that's the next thing, guys. Make sure that you guys have a Calendly account. Again, similar to the website, I don't want you guys to be thinking, I need a Calendly account, I need a website, I need a lead scraping tool. These are just material and things which actually help you supplement. But so if you guys want more flexibility and more leeway room in getting your book calls, getting more time, and you want to actually show your prospects that your calendar is actually somewhat kind of booked, then Calendly is a great way to do that, and also increases credibility. I generally think that this is actually a requirement. Unlike the website does not really need to be built straight away. You guys can build that along whilst you're doing your outreach, but a Calendly account is crucial. I think that is super important and one of the most important tools for SMMA. So before we hop on to the next step, guys, I really encourage you guys to follow me on Instagram. I'm more active on there. I post stories daily, so if you guys are interested in that, drop me a follow. It's at Hugo Fitzo. And please, if you're finding some value so far, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Let's move on to the next tip. All right, guys, so the next thing that you guys should know before starting an SMMA in 2022 is the niche that you're operating or serving in. So it's really important, and this tip is more so to do with the language that you're speaking to the business owners in your industry. So let's say you're running a Facebook ads agency. Most of you guys might also be doing an email marketing agency or TikTok ads agency. So it's really important that you guys do focus and speak the language of that industry. So let's say you're on a call with a business owner on a sales call and pitching them on your Facebook ad services. You guys need to be talking about ROAS, cost per click, CPMs, quality scores. You guys need to be speaking, that Facebook ads language. If you guys don't even know, if the business owner asks you, oh, so Hugo, so what's the average, ROAS that you get, for your clients in this industry? And I just answer, the minimum ROAS that we generate for our clients is 2.5 ROAS, but the average of our client portfolio is around a 4.2 ROAS. But hey, Michael, just judging from this call, we're a great fit. You guys are getting, great traffic. traffic, you guys have a good customer base and email list. Let me make you an offer, Michael. Is that okay? And he says, okay, Hugo. So judging from this call, you're a great fit. Your business is in the optimum caliber that we work with. And for the clients that we've generated, we see a lot of similar traits. Let me make you an offer, Michael. We'll generate you a 3 ROAS or you don't get paid. And we can start tomorrow. You decide to hop on during this call, it's only gonna be 4K per month. And then that's how I actually closed him. And it was a great start to the relationship. We generate them a 4 ROAS at the moment. Staying in tune with our guarantee. But really important that you guys, speak the language of your niche, because this is one thing, gains credibility, shows that you have experience. And secondly, not only do you know how to speak the language of the industry, you're offering an even higher guarantee, right? I was saying, hey, we usually do 2.5 ROAS for across our clients, but we can generate you a 3 ROAS. Let's hop on today, Michael. And that's actually how I signed him on. So that's really important, guys, that you guys, do your research, do your due diligence, and do market research before you hop on a sales call. And make sure that you guys are informed about the ins and outs of your industry and your niche. The next thing to know before you start an SMMA in 2022 is charging more, guys. So a lot of you guys are, asking me questions saying, hey Hugo, I'm charging $500 a month for handling Instagram pages. I'm charging $700 a month for Facebook ads. In 2022, guys, having a lower price point actually hurts you more because they just see you as, hey, I'm just paying $600 a month for this guy. Is this guy even the real deal? So for the services that you guys are providing, if you guys are providing services which can directly correlate to results and directly correlate to outcomes. So let's say you run Facebook ads and you get them from 50K to 100K per month for their business, you can really attribute that to your Facebook ads because that's directly correlated to the results. Let's say you're handling their Instagram page for them or handling their content for them. Yes, this does contribute to the numbers in the long run, but there's no direct correlation to how much they're making per month, and therefore they might see your service as not as valuable to their business. So again, this leads to my previous point. Speak to high-level problems, solve high-level problems, and get paid for high-level problems. So they're hopping on a sales call with you, not because they want you to get them more brand presence, right? Yes, some business owners might be looking for that, but they're really looking for, getting a breakthrough in their revenue, really looking to really improve their brand, maybe hire more people, maybe expand their product line, maybe gain more visibility so they can get featured on, magazines or TV shows. There are a lot of different reasons, but all of this can't really happen if you're not generating a certain amount of revenue. Most likely that's why they're hopping on a call with you. They want a breakthrough in revenue. So if you guys can get them from point A to point B, then there's no reason that you guys aren't charging more. So this is my next point. Charge more, guys, and really focus on, delivering services that really provide value in terms of outcome, getting them from point A to point B. All right, guys, so this leads me to my next point. So let's say after you've actually closed them on a sales call, a lot of you guys might not know that you guys need an onboarding form. Do build out an onboarding form. I personally use ClickFunnels for my onboarding form, and having actually a step 1 to step 6. So step 1, invoicing and contracting. You send over the invoice, you send them over the contract. So check out my video on the top right corner right now on how to invoice your clients and how to send contracts. So click on the top right hand corner of the screen at the moment if you guys want to know more about that. But you guys need to be sending your clients onboarding forms, okay? So let's say you close your brand new prospect and client for, let's say, 4K a month, and you don't send them a contract or don't invoice, and you don't send them a contract. I stress this so much, guys. I've been burned before. I've actually invoiced people, they paid the invoice, but they didn't sign a contract, and they actually left me 1 month later just because they learned everything that we did in terms of Facebook ads, and they actually hired someone to really copy what we do. So don't make the same mistake that I did. Do send your clients a contract and make sure that they go through the onboarding form, and in the onboarding form, make sure that it's a requirement that they sign the contract before you start working together. And obviously make sure that they pay the invoice. That's actually step 1. So step 2 for me is, step 1 is paying the invoice. Step 2 is contract, signing the contract. Step 3 is assets and access. So giving you access to their Facebook ads account, inviting your business manager to their account, sending you media, photos, videos that you guys can be using for ads, sending you branding guidelines, right? Having all of those, in place, having all those systems in place before you actually start work. This thing I decided to also include in my onboarding form. That's actually the last step of the onboarding form for me, for our agency. I'm not sure if you guys want to include it in yours, but I highly recommend it. It's that you include an onboarding call for your clients once they sign on, just to kind of kick things off, discuss the 30-day game plan, 60-day game plan, 90-day game plan. So having an onboarding form really ups the vibe and the feel and the credibility of your service, and really makes them feel like, oh, they're taken care of, you guys take things seriously, and you take care of your clients well. Having an onboarding form, really hearing what they want to do, what they want to achieve in the 30, 60, 90-day game plan. So I really do recommend you guys include that in your onboarding form and in your service as well. Last but not least, also probably one of the most important things you guys need to take into consideration before starting an SMMA is invoicing and payment links. All right, so make sure that you guys create a Stripe account. That's what I personally use to receive payments and get payments in the bank account, and making those payment links on Stripe and actually sending to them in the call. I always make sure that my clients pay on the call. If they don't pay on the call, I actually don't even see them as a lead. I see them as a lost lead or a lost client. Make sure that you guys have those payment links set up prior to the call, know how much you guys are going to be charging them prior to the call, and then maybe during the call make some changes. If they, let's say you expected them to be doing 100K per month and you're charging them 3K per month for your Facebook ad services, but let's say they're doing 500K per month, you guys could really increase that price to maybe like 5K per month or 6K per month. Right? During the call, you guys can have some flexibility, hop on Stripe, change the price of the payment links, change the duration of the payment links, but make sure you have the general structure on there. But yeah, guys, that's actually it for this video. I hope you guys found some sort of value. Really looking forward to see you guys in my next video. Have a great day, guys.